Hey guys, Tom again here from ATD. We're talking again about our installer segment of videos. These are basically designed for installers, contractors. The general public's welcome to watch, but the questions we're answering and the stuff we're talking about in technical terms, unless you're in the HVAC field, you're not really going to understand. But again, welcome to watch. So we've been talking to contractors all over the country. Our products are really catching on. We've talked to people from Florida to Arizona to Illinois to New Jersey to, pretty much everywhere. And, it's a new product. We understand that. So we're getting questions, which we're totally happy to answer. So we've tried to run down the top 10 questions that guys have been asking us. So question number 1, where is this mounted? Okay, excellent question. So we want to mount it as close to the evaporator coil as possible. Now, in some instances where, especially here in Texas, where they stuff our air handlers, unfortunately, in closets where you open the door and boom, the air handler is there. There's limited room, we know that. So if you have to put it in the attic, it's not the end of the world. It's insulated, people ask, does this give off heat? No, it doesn't give off any heat. So whatever the ambient temperature is around the box, that's what the box temperature is. So we have our inlet side here and our outlet side here. Okay, so your line set's going to come in, you're going to connect to this side's going to go out to the evaporator coil. If you watch our video on the installation process, we show it step by step to explain more detail on this. But generally, we'll set it up on top of the air handler or evaporator coil and pipe down to it. Or if you're in an attic with a horizontal mount, we can set it on the floor and pipe to it too. However your line set runs, whatever's easiest for you guys to install. It can be mounted vertically or horizontally. It does not affect performance or anything. So that's number 1 question. Number 2, will it cause the coil to ice up? Again, good question. We're now naturally running colder evap temperatures because depending on our model, we can easily drop the outlet liquid temperature into the upper 50s to lower 50s to, with the stage 3 essentially into the 40s, lower 40s. So as long as the system, is completely charged and you're running your normal suction pressures and whatnot, and your suction pressure isn't floating in the freeze range, then no, it will not freeze the coil. In fact, what it's going to do, because we're running a colder evap, is now we can dehumidify more, so we're going to remove more water from the air in the house. It's going to be a lot drier. It's going to feel a lot better. Number 2, does this unit here require a drain? No, it doesn't. It's spray foam insulation. This is the stage 2 deluxe model here. Like I said, it's our specially designed heat exchangers that go inside the box. We spray foam them in. It's very well insulated. It's not going to condensate or leak any water as long as you insulate, obviously, the suction line coming in, and we need to insulate the suction line and the liquid line exiting. So no water issues, no drain to hook up. Will it work on a 2-stage or a variable speed system? Absolutely. Okay. We've tested it on, 23, 24 SEER units, and, it functions properly. It works best naturally when the system is ramped up and you're really pulling down that suction pressure, because again, the performance of this will float off the suction pressure. So naturally, the lower we get the suction pressure, the better it works. But will we get subcooling? Absolutely. Number 5 question. What is the weight of the unit? Okay. We have our spec sheet. It's on our website. We can, email you the spec sheet or whatever. So this is our stage 1 standard model. This is our entry level model. On a hot day, we've seen performance up to a 35 degree liquid temperature drop from the inlet and the outlet. Okay. This puppy weighs in at just around 10 pounds. Okay. This is the stage 2 deluxe model. I don't have the spec sheet in front of me, but I think we're upwards around 19 pounds. And the stage 3 standard, we're at 33 pounds. So not a ton of weight. I mean, you guys have carried a lot heavier equipment in attics. We all know this. So number 6 question, where can we buy the unit from? You can buy directly from us, okay? If you're interested in large volumes in your area, I recommend you sign up and become one of our authorized dealers. We're looking to bring in authorized dealers from all over the country. We've already got guys signed up in different areas. So we do get residential customers that are contacting us from around the country. And as yes, we've installed in the DFW, Oklahoma, and as far down as Houston area, it's not feasible for us to travel all around the country and install it for Mrs. Smith or Mr. Smith. We want to sell to you, the contractor. You're the boots on the ground. You're the one that's going to be installing those. So if someone calls us from Arizona, we look in this area. Okay, Joe's mechanical. He's an authorized dealer. We're going to send it to him. So even if you're not an authorized dealer, you can still purchase from us. The only difference with the authorized dealer, when we do volume, then we can obviously give a little better pricing. But yeah, if you call us, if you email us, we're happy to get your unit information, get what the situation is, where you're located in the country, and then our reps will recommend the best model for your budget and for your location and obviously your equipment. So you can buy direct from us. Number 7, what is the lead time? We have most models in stock. If we have to custom build something, we're actually working on building out a 60-ton subcooler for a R22 system. So we can build out, essentially up to 100 tons, not a problem. Lead time on that one particularly is going to take about 3 weeks. But like I said, on average, the stage 1, 2, and 3 model, we do have those in stock. These are basically designed for R410A or R454B. They will work with either refrigerant, okay? We have specific models that are designed strictly for R32. So they will work only with R32, and we can build ones out for R22. So those are going to take a little longer, but on average, if all the equipment is in stock and the plants are aligned, you're looking at 2 or 3 days. We can ship it out to you, not a problem. Kind of answered this in the last question, but what refrigerants can be used on it? Okay, again, just to repeat, our everyday model that we sell, obviously we still sell a lot of 410A ones, are good for 410A and 454. They work with both refrigerants, not a problem. So if you have a 410A system and later on, when we can get the refrigerant, the customer upgrades to a 454B, subcooler stays. You don't have to remove it. Nothing changes. If for some reason you have an R32 system, it's specific to R32. If you change to an R454B for whatever reason, you can send the subcooler back to us. We need to do a few modifications on it and then set it up for that refrigerant. And like I said, R22 can be built out also. What is the best model for my project? Okay, well, we don't have a one-size-fits-all unit, okay? That would be nice, but we don't live in a perfect world, and every piece of equipment is different. So, depending on, obviously, what your budget is, or the customer's budget, I should say, and what kind of performance level you're trying to achieve, and what area of the country you're located with, we can take all those factors and say, hey, Joe's Mechanical, we recommend the Stage 2 Deluxe all day long. That'll work fine in your application. Your customer will be happy. It's within your price point, so on and so forth. So don't be afraid to contact us. You know, you can call us. You don't get us, leave us a voicemail. You can text us at the number on our website. You can also, you know, obviously email us from our info number on our website, our info email address on our website too. So many ways to contact us. Last question, number 10. Will it work on a heat pump? Absolutely. So the only difference with the indoor subcooler, now in our other video, if you go to our heat pump video, or modified heat pump video, I should call it, that one is a little bit different because that's where we install a subcooler inside the actual outdoor unit to subcool the liquid refrigerant returning in heat pump mode. But if you got just a regular heat pump and you're not going to modify it, it is what it is. It's factory. You just want to add a subcooler to it, no problem. So what we factory install for you is we factory install a liquid line bypass. And the reason we do that is because when we go into heat pump mode, naturally, as you can see in this model, now our flow changes. So now our hot gas is coming through the subcooler, going out to our evaporator coil. Our liquid is returning back through the subcooler and exiting out and going back to the outdoor unit. Okay. So now what would happen in this instance if we didn't put the bypass on it, because the heat exchangers are essentially working in reverse order right now in heat pump mode, we would actually be stealing heat from our discharge line and essentially dumping it into the return liquid, which we'd be losing capacity on 2 points. We'd be losing heating capacity going to your now condenser coil inside, and the return liquid would be heated and essentially causing flash gas back to our outdoor unit, therefore losing capacity at the outdoor unit. So simple fix, we factory install 2 check valves, one on this side and one on, we pipe a line going across a liquid line that's pre-teed in with a check valve on that, and we insulate it. And that's it. So it automatically, when it goes into heat pump mode, there's nothing for you to do. There's no extra controls to hook up. The check valves will change with the flow of the refrigerant. We use refrigeration grade check valves, so they're not going to go bad anytime soon. You know, our subcoolers we offer a 25-year warranty on because, again, we're using commercial refrigeration grade components. Stuff guys use in supermarkets. And if you've ever been in the supermarket trade, you know on average that stuff is designed to last 20 or 30 years, and we all know they try to get their money's worth out of that. So with that being said, any other questions you guys have, we're more than happy to answer. We're out there to explain the product, explain how it works, why it works, the benefits of it, and we want you to experience the benefits of it. So again, if you like this video, hit the like, the subscribe button, and any questions, like I said, contact us via email through our website. You're happy to call, you can call us, and we look forward to serving you well. Have a good day. Thank you.